You're watching USA News Hub, your home for breaking headlines, trending sports stories, and exclusive updates from across the nation. What if the first time you saw your hero in real life, it didn't feel real? What if greatness walked past you so quietly, so powerfully, that your mind couldn't process it? Coco Gauff remembers that moment like it happened yesterday. She wasn't a Grand Slam champion yet. She wasn't a global superstar. She was still a young girl chasing a dream. And then, Serena Williams walked by. "You could have told me that was Jesus," Coco Gauff said. That one sentence sent shockwaves through the tennis world. Because in just a few words, Coco captured what Serena Williams truly meant, not just to tennis, but to generations. And this is the story behind that moment, the legacy it represents, and how Coco Gauff is writing her own destiny without trying to replace a legend. Coco Gauff has never hidden her admiration for Serena Williams. From the moment she first picked up a tennis racket, Serena wasn't just a role model, she was the blueprint. Oh, when Coco finally encountered Serena in real life, it wasn't a normal meeting. It wasn't casual. It wasn't forgettable, it was surreal. Years later, reflecting on that encounter in an interview with Forbes, Gauff described the moment with raw honesty, the kind that can't be rehearsed. "I just remember her walking by, and it just felt not real. You could have told me that was Jesus." Those words resonated instantly. Because anyone who watched Serena Williams dominate tennis understands exactly what Coco meant. This wasn't about celebrity. This wasn't about fame. This was about presence. And Serena's presence changed the sport forever. Before Coco Gauff ever won a Grand Slam, before she became the face of American women's tennis, Serena Williams was already a myth. With 23 Grand Slam singles titles, Serena didn't just rewrite records, she redefined dominance, her power, her mindset, her confidence, her refusal to shrink. Serena Williams walked onto courts carrying history, expectation, and pressure, and still demanded more from herself. For young players like Coco Gauff, Serena wasn't just someone you watched on TV. She was proof. Proof that greatness was possible. Proof that barriers could be broken. Proof that you didn't need permission to be powerful. Oh, when Coco finally saw Serena up close, it felt like witnessing something sacred. Meeting your idol can be disappointing, or it can be overwhelming. For Coco Gauff, it was the latter. There was no conversation, no deep exchange, no dramatic moment, just a walk by, and yet, it left a permanent imprint. Because sometimes greatness doesn't need words, it's felt. That moment taught Coco something important, that legends carry energy, and that energy shapes how young athletes view pressure, success, and belief. Coco Gauff didn't arrive quietly, just 15 years old. She shocked the world at Wimbledon, beating Venus Williams, stepping onto the global stage, handling pressure far beyond her years. From that moment on, the comparisons began. The next Serena. But Coco never asked for that title, and she never accepted the burden that came with it. Speaking openly at the 2022 Guadalajara Open, Gauff addressed the expectations head-on. She didn't dodge the question. She didn't sugarcoat the reality. She spoke with wisdom beyond her age. "I think her legacy is something that is going to be hard for anyone to carry out, so I'm not going to place that pressure on myself." That statement mattered. Because Coco understands something many don't. You don't honor a legend by trying to copy them. You honor them by becoming yourself. Trophy why Serena's legacy stands alone. Coco Gauff made it clear, even if someone matches Serena's 23 Grand Slams, Serena's legacy would still stand alone. Why? Because Serena wasn't just numbers. She was mental toughness, unapologetic confidence, athletic evolution, cultural impact, global influence. Serena Williams changed how women's tennis looked, felt, and sounded. And Coco knows that. GOAT Coco Gauff's GOAT list, and why Serena is number one. When asked to rank the greatest women's tennis players of all time, Coco didn't hesitate. She named Chris Evert, Martina Navratilova, Steffi Graf, Venus Williams. But when it came to the top spot, there was no debate. Number 1 for me, for sure Serena Williams. Coco explained why. It wasn't just titles. It was mindset, power, presence, personality. Serena didn't just win, she commanded. Now at 21 years old, Coco Gauff has accomplished what most players dream of: multiple Grand Slam titles, world-class consistency, elite mental strength. But more importantly, she has her own voice on the court, off the court, in interviews, in activism. Coco isn't trying to be Serena, she's trying to be Coco. Even though Serena has retired, her influence lives on in how Coco handles pressure, in how she embraces confidence, in how she speaks her truth. That influence began with one unforgettable moment, a walk by, a presence, a feeling that didn't feel real. Serena Williams inspired Coco Gauff. And now, Coco Gauff is inspiring the next generation. Young girls watching, young athletes dreaming, learning that greatness isn't inherited, it's built. Coco Gauff's reflection tells us something powerful. You don't need to replace a legend to honor them. You need to understand why their presence felt unreal, why a single walk by could feel like witnessing something divine. You could have told me that was Jesus. And with every match Coco plays, she proves that inspiration doesn't end with one generation, it evolves. This isn't just a tennis story, it's an American sports story. About belief, about legacy, about standing on the shoulders of giants, without losing yourself. Coco Gauff is not the next Serena Williams. She is the first Coco Gauff. And that is exactly how Serena's legacy lives on. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story that's shaping America and the world. We'll see you in the next update.